What's going on, guys? Y'all already know what it is. It's Best Sunday. Actually, I'm here in Pennsylvania waiting on the game to come on. So, y'all already know, man. It's one of those days we have to just be happy and ready to bear down. And that we are in a game against our rival, our arch rival. Y'all don't know how much I hate them motherfuckers, man. Like, I am. And I don't hate like I know 'em. You're a Wisconsin. I don't like you. Period. You know, I fuss with my family for moving to Wisconsin. What was y'all thinking? You know what I mean? Any other state of in the union, I don't care. Just not Wisconsin. There's nothing about Green Bay that I like. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I don't even like driving through that motherfucker. So I know some of these people here. Oh, Rick the Lane. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Oh, man, I'm grown. I'm enjoying my day before I have to go do what I do. And everybody here at the Hive, man, let me let you guys know, man, there's gonna be some spectacular things coming up in 2026, man. I'm shaking my head now because when the wheels are turning and things are in motion, I can see the forest for the trees. Whatever the hell that means. But it's cool for me, man. Really, it is because there's a lot of the work and dedication put into a lot of things that's going on with me and around me. And to see some of the things, man, that happen and the way people move in this world, man, boy, we got a lot of things to learn in business, as people, as a community, as cities. We have a whole lot to learn, man, when it comes to how people really move in this world, man. We think that we're getting it and we think that we're making moves and we think that we are being influential in whatever it is that we're doing and not even scratching the surface, Jack. Like whoever we think we touching, man, no pun intended. And whoever think we're reaching, we're not reaching them, man. And in the way that I see how people who really putting together things reach people, man, we got a lot. And this is a great way to communicate. This is by far the best broadcasting way for us to be in media. It gives us a fair playing field. I'm watching this game, guys, while we talk. This Pittsburgh. I just want the Ravens to work. Like, remember I said I hate anything Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers played for Pittsburgh. This is how much I hate this moment. I want the Ravens to put their hands on them, man. But anyway, I mean, back to what I was saying. A lot of people, man, really fail to see how people move out here, man. It is a real live war of attrition out here, man. When people trying to get it, man, ain't no move to be false flagging, faking the funk, and acting like you know. No, man. If you don't get it done when your opportunity knocks, you're a buster and you're missing it. And I'm just saying that because you'll be saying, man, maybe next time. Boy, next time is never guaranteed. Like for real, man. So if you ain't getting it now, man, you're missing it. And I don't mean getting it because you're saying, oh man, I'm out here and I'm grinding, I'm hustling, I'm doing what I need to do to make it happen and put that meal on the table. I'm saying, what are you doing and what are we doing to establish ourselves to say, I'm always hustling, but my money is getting made because my money is making money. My moves are being made because the people around me and my team are assisting in the ways that I laid the foundation for them to do so. We missing a beat with a lot of things the way people moving, man. And everybody who's moving solo, I commend you. I'm that guy. You always see me, I'm dolo. My girl is always in the pitch somewhere. But I'm dolo when I'm here. I am not moving that way, guys, anymore. It took too much out of me and it took too much from me, both physically and financially. So I don't move solo anymore. I mean, I move solo. I mean, just understand what I'm saying. We can bake a cake and we can say we're gonna sell it, but if you don't have a team to put together most of these steps after you, the baker, have made your cake, then you're going to be carrying weight. You're going to be carrying weight of marketing, marketing and advertising. You're going to be a banker. You're going to be an accountant. You're going to do everything it takes to make the business run because you're dolo. You know what I mean? When it comes to moving product, if you need to get a physical store, if you want to do this like that, you're gonna be dolo. It's gonna be tough, man. I'm just doing this solo and editing videos and doing all those things have become astronomically tough when you're trying to be competitive and meet a standard and maintain it. It ain't easy, man, doing it by yourself. It is not easy to see how you gonna move in a room full of vultures when you still a fledgling trying to get pushed out the motherfucking tree. You know what I mean? So I don't want to feel like we are always all right with, but at least I'm eating. You're eating right now. They're eating generation. And what I mean by that, I mean anybody that's moving in a way that's putting that generational wealth to work. That's giving the assistance to the people who want to move towards that. That's not gatekeeping shit. And that word has been funny for me for a long time because gatekeeping ain't shit but motherfuckers being selfish. That's the real. The scary ass who scared of competition or people pushing them to a limit maybe which they've never been pushed. That's why people gatekeep, man. That nobody likes competition when they do that. People who do that. I don't give a fuck about gatekeep. Like literally, I'm serious about it. Gatekeep for what? I can't get it all, make it all, or take it with me. Let's just be clear. So man, let's get it together, Jack. I can't reach every area of Earth other than this, other than through here. How reaching out and doing let's perfect way. Let's reach every area of Earth. I've done it. I'm successful in doing so. Everybody tapped in. Hey Rick, we need you to do this for us. We on board with you, baby. When can you make it happen for us? Everybody? Me? Oh, I got for everybody? Wow, I may need a few years, decades, centuries. Being facetious, guys, but I'm saying this is how things work. You can get an order for two and say, man, I got it. You get an order for 10 and say, that is not a problem. You get an order for 100. Look, take me a couple days, but I got you. But you got an order for 100,000. You're working out your kitchen, man. You know what I mean? And it's you. So all I'm saying to you guys is that we are not bound by the rules of I have to be the one to make it happen and ain't nobody help me and I'm a success story because I struggled. Man, fuck that. This ain't that time anymore. That those times of struggle and I'm gonna hold on and learn the hard way, boy. Do this. Yeah, girl, do this. You're a lady now. You're a man now. Nah, man. Nah. You went through the struggles and all. Look, you teach somebody how to fish, they got to go out there and get it, man. Right? Whether they catch a fish or not, but they know how to do it, and that's the whole problem with what we do out here. We don't know how to give freely. And see, I'm gonna give you the skill, the talent, and the wisdom, man, to be really strong in your pursuit of bettering yourself and the future for your family for years to come. Come on, man. I mean, we talking about, boy, I got to pay rent next month. Not tuition, rent. You see what I'm saying, man? We sometimes forget that we are not in a competition. Just that, man. We are in a survival, Jack. And it's hard to see when people say, "You see how motherfuckers after you give them a leg up, when you give them a hand, when you help them out, they don't say how they act." What do you want them to do when you give them something? When you do something for somebody, it's out of your hands now. You didn't do it. If you did it for something in return, then you wasn't doing it for them. You were doing it for you because you're expecting something back. So if you want that, then charge for your services out the gate before they even ask you for something. You know what I mean? Even if it's some game. You know what I mean? Because that chit chatter sometimes don't matter if you ain't getting paid for it, right? You know. So all I'm saying is, guys, I do a lot of things, and I put my hands in a lot of different places to see what it is that I'm good at and how I can let my talent shine. I'm not afraid to make mistakes or fail, guys. I need to understand it. I'm not afraid to do that. It's not what it's not the road that I want to have to take or travel. But if that obstacle or that occurs while I'm on that path, then let's make it happen, man. I'm gonna understand that it's just momentary. I got to get over it, through it, around it, whatever it takes to get to the next step. I'm gonna make that happen. But I'm also the kind of guy who understands, man, that when it's about this, when it's about the bullshit, and what I mean by that, when it's about, hey, I ain't got time to be going back working on no areas of how can I maintain this, how can I do that, how can I keep my head above water, making a way when I can, good times ass shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. When we out in this world with at this day and age with young people who get it, and I say young people because that's more or less where I have to have my perspective at when I'm talking this way about patience and where do we extend them, when it becomes extenuating. The circumstances ain't the same for everybody, and I'm not even trying to say that. But the reality is, because reality is for real for everybody. There's no fake. Everybody's got to face reality. So you can skew it, you can lie about it, or you can make it seem like it's a a place that doesn't exist, but it exists, and it's gonna hit you in the face sooner or later. So when we out here saying that we should be more inclined to do this, we should be more inclined to do that, we should have our own and strengthen this in this way. There will never ever be strength. There will always be weaknesses. There will always be doubt. There will always be vanity. There will always be envy, jealousy, greed. All these things are going to exist, whether we going to be here or not. Time goes on and human emotions are real. But there is a finite line. And that line is with your faith, man. Where does your faith lie? Where does your strength lie when you're really trying to understand where is this going to come from and how am I going to get it done? It lies from upstairs, man, and it comes down, and when it comes out, it's out. And however you put it out there, if you do have true, honest faith about what it is that you want to embark on and how you want to get there, all the pieces will fall in place, man. And again, I said that, man, and I'm speaking from perspective because I'm not telling you something that hasn't happened to me. All the steps that I said early on in this joint, man, I wasn't out here trying to preach some shit to y'all, man, that makes you feel like Rick out here bumping and saying shit like he know or he better because he know. I don't give a fuck about knowing nothing, man. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm not the dullest either. You know what I mean? I'm not shortchanging myself. I'm saying that my brightness shines, Jack, because I have faith. I'm confident, and if I don't know, I'll know. You know what I mean? Making a mistake is not something that I care about or worry about because I'm only gonna get better by the way I move, and mistakes come with getting better. That's the reality of getting better in this world, in this trade. I'm even showing what I got on. This team has gotten better. You know what I mean? So most of the things that are transcended and moving to that next step is the person who knows, feels, and understands that moving in silence is okay, but moving in a way that makes me seem selfish in my silence, it don't work for me, man. You know what I mean? Because that means it's just about you and only you. And whoever helps you benefit from it by being a part of what you do, if you're not giving it back, man, in a way that they can move on for their own, then we ain't doing no, we doing a disservice, man. We're doing an injustice, to us as business people, to people who are aspiring to be business people, to people who are aspiring to buy from your business. We're doing everybody a disservice, man. Lefty, man, Lefty Boys, man, team outreach. I want you guys to understand you guys are the backbone of where our society, and I mean young brothers, young black men, young black people in general who are missing the things that were foundational to us as kids, to us as teens, and to us as young men and women in the city. But he deal with mostly guys, so I'm saying it in that way. Lefty has established something, man, that has, and Team Outreach has established something that, for me, in knowing him his entire life, it's something that has profoundly affected me and profoundly opened my eyes to a different perspective. And it's not because Lefty doing what he, just because Lefty doing what he's doing. It's because of the people that are now seeing and gravitating to what it is that he's doing. I commend you. And this is from somebody who's a lifer with young fella. I mean, I don't say that lightly, man. He's a 2240 dude. Low end for real. Icky guy for real. And I am honored to know this young man. Like honored, man, because we do a lot. Low end people, man. If y'all only knew how the Ickies move out here, man. And it's project people, period, that I'm speaking out. This is not singling out people who didn't grow up in the projects. It's just the effect of the project and the closeness of having that community on top of you every day, all day. The project was always a part of your space. You know what I mean? Because it was a small space. So everybody, when you say you grew up in that area where everybody knew everybody and everybody did this and that, you didn't have time to move in an area where you couldn't say, you know what, I ain't gonna see him today. Yes, you are. Gonna see him today, tomorrow, day after, night, morning, noon. You're gonna see him, and if you're trying to hide, you're gonna get found out. It wasn't successful, and what Lefty is offering, guys, he's offering, and Team Outreach is offering. They offering the perspective of understanding what it takes to make a community work. There's nothing about this man that I don't love. Not like nothing about it I don't love, man. And I say this to him wholeheartedly. When I get back to the shot, man, I will definitely make it my business to stop in, speak with you, see you, and ask you whatever it is that I can offer, man. You have my support. You know what I mean? So with that said, man, I want to let Lefty Boyd and Team Outreach know, and all my guys from the low end, man. There's so many guys, like where y'all think most of the cold ass DJs came from that still rocking the music in this city today, man. From low end productions to Mikey, PJ, everybody, man. I mean, there are a whole lot of guys, man. Monty, there are a whole lot of guys, man, that I could be naming out my head, man. Chosen Food, Reggie Corner, House. There are a whole lot of guys that I come up with. I ain't talking about 2 years, 3 years. I'm talking about 40, 50 years, man, of my life spent around knowing these people, man. So, we just, I see things differently from where I come from the projects. And I'm not just from one project. I'm established in the Icky. I'm Icky to the bone. I'm the hide to the bone, man. Here you Ickies and dead bones. That's me. But I've lived in a multitude of projects, man. You know what I mean? So I mean, I people moved in a different way when I was coming up. You know what I mean? 80s as a teen, 90s as a young fella. You know what I mean? In these 2000s, going into my maturity. You know what I'm? So it's just a lot, man, to see that the failure of most of my generation to raise this generation of respectable. I mean, we're doing that. There are a lot of young people out here doing their thing, man, and I stand tall and proud, man, seeing them make their moves. And the ones who fall a little short, it's okay too. Struggles come with life. But the ones who are failing with that fuckery and that bullshit and running your mouths and saying shit, man, out of line to people and being disrespectful and losing consciousness, man, it's not sabotaging. Nobody's doing it. It's exactly the plan, man. Disconnect from having emotions, man. And if I can do that to you, then you're done. It is officially a wrap. If I can disconnect your emotions from really feeling, from having somebody say to you, "Hey, man, look, you're a little bit out of line with that, man. You know, and you shouldn't be disrespecting their ladies in the room, man." And you say, "Fuck them." That's ugly. If you're out and about, man, and somebody walk past and they bump your girl or tap your girl on the rib and they say, "Yeah, what up, what?" Nigga, that's ugly, man. If we out here, man, letting women move and not catering to their delicacy as women, like doors and good mornings and can I help you with that? We losing, man. The fabric of our society is based on how we raise our kids because they will be running this country soon, man. Now, usually this channel, man, and this podcast is usually used for sports, man. But today was a day that I felt it necessary to talk to you guys about something that was important to me, man. And it's just about how life is moving right now. And I think that, guys, we have to really be conscious of the fact that we're here and we can still have an effect, even on those kids that I said most of us have failed. I'm one of those guys, man, who could have done a lot better. Now, our kids are great kids. They're doing everything they should do. They're surviving. They're making their moves. They're out here, moving the world like how they should. But are they really where they should be and need to be based on what I've done in my life to prepare them for this? And I've always think I could have done better. There's no question. And I think I'm a pretty good dad. But I've always look in the mirror and say, you slipped right there, Slick. You know what I mean, dude? You missed the beat right there, son. What you gonna do about it to clean it up? Or how you gonna make it better so that doesn't happen moving forward for not only you, but the people you missed the beat with, Jack? So I'm not preaching to you guys. I'm just telling you for a very rare time, man, how it is that I feel outside of telling you I see you, I'm paying attention to you, and I love you. They are realities, man. And the truth is that, you know, as a guy, man, that I always lean on when I talk about how we talk real fucking talk. Go is my man. You know what I mean? And we come a long way in this life, man. We've never had a problem. We've always been cordial. We've always been cool, no matter if we were because we were repping the same motherfucking hood or repping the same gang, whether we were G's or just because we lived in a building across from each other, 2240 and 2233. You know what I mean? It was because Gogo always had a real live sense of, I'm not playing with you. And if you think I am trying, and it's not because of the nature of I'm gonna do something to you. It was because he wanted you to know I'm for real about what it is, and I'm putting out here and putting in here. And if you thinking I'm faking, it is what it is. Come see me. Nobody's been perfect in their journey, and he's had his pitfalls along the way. We all have, man. And I'm the dude that if you want to see how the Grand Canyon look of life and what pitfalls look like, just come see me, man. I'll give you the whole spiel, Jack, and why it looked the way it looked. I ain't never been the guy that been straight and narrow, man. That's okay. I've been straight though, but I ain't never been narrow, man. It's just a soft frame of mind to me. I'm broad. I'm straight, but I'm broad. I need to be everywhere doing what I do. You know what I mean? So I'm never narrow. So it's good to be able to talk to you guys about something different, man. But it's also enlightening, man, of where we are as a society, man. Especially as black men and women who are raising black young boys and girls to be men and black men and women. Pull your shit together. This ain't to put you in a position where I feel like I'm judging you, or you feel like I'm saying you're not doing the best job or the right job. I'm saying as a society of parents who raise kids who are not raising kids, we can still be better. We can still be influential. Remember this: the kids who raise the kids are still our kids. If you can't talk to your kid, adult or not, that's you're the one I'm talking to. If you can't get into your son or daughter's ear and say, you know what, let's sit down and kick it, man, about what's going on with our family, man, and how we gonna mend our tree. We want our branches to flourish. We don't want them to die. And the leaves are dying off our tree, man. And most of us won't have a tree to look back on, man. So here's the ending to this, man. Let's do this. Everybody take a time, take a day, one day a week, man. Let's just start this and sit down with your family, man, and see where they at and what's going on. None of this. No TVs, no phones, no videos, no nothing. Just sit down. 20 minutes. Let's start somewhere. 20 minutes. Tell me what's going on with you, how you feel, what's going, what do you see, and what do you want to happen? Everybody in the family get their turn and let's move with it, man. Because if we're not building from within, the people outside will soon be in it. And you won't have anywhere to call home anymore. It's not about anybody taking over, it's about you giving up. So, look, I see you, I'm paying attention to you, and I love you. And again, outside of the seriousness in which I chose to talk today, it's still that Sunday, baby. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's only two things that go on in this world, man. You either bear down or lay down. Y'all, you know what it is. Choose to bear down. It's less painful. All right? I love y'all, man. Y'all do. No doubt, baby.